God is in the dock. It's the title of a famous article by C.S. Lewis, and the dock here is referring to a trial. God is on trial. See, many people for many years have been judging God. The judgment is about how can God be good with all the evil around us. The typical argument goes, if God cannot give an answer for all the evil, why is He worth believing in? How is He worthy of my life? How is He worthy of my worship? How could He allow all the evil that's all around us? How could He even possibly cause the evil? If He rules with power and goodness, why doesn't He rid the world of evil? A simpler way of articulating this, a more popular way of, if God is absolutely good and if God is absolutely powerful, why is there sin and why is there evil? These are good questions because we're starting with what is obvious. We're starting with that universal doctrine that's demonstrable to all people, that the world is full of sin. There is a problem of evil. We look around us and we see evil everywhere. We see other people's sin. We may not see our own sin, but we see other people's sin. See, we don't need Scripture to tell us there's sin in this world. We don't need Scripture to tell us there's evil in this world. But we oftentimes need Scripture to help us see our own sin. We oftentimes need Scripture to show us and explain to us why or how do we become sinners. Most of all, we need Scripture to show us what the solution is to the problem. Because only Scripture, only God's truth, only God provides a solution to the problem of evil. See, without God, you're left with evil. Without God, you're left with a sin that's all around us. Without God, you're left with the wars and the rumors of wars. You're left with all the injustices done to you, and they will never be judged. They will never be made right. Worst of all, without God, that sinful heart that is corrupt and perverted will never be healed or forgiven. You see, we need to watch our posture with God. We don't stand over God and judge Him. God is never on trial. We need to stand underneath His Word and be judged by it. Let us first see that we are sinners in need of God, and then let His Word judge us. Our message this morning is this: God's King rules with righteousness, and He will be victorious. God will solve the problem of evil. We will see this from Psalm 2. There will be a sure victory. There will be a sure conquering of sin, a judgment of sin. God's King rules with righteousness, and He will be victorious.